Hey, let's check it out with
Last will.
The Jade!
the bloody pause. And we are continuing with our playthrough of Monster Hunter Rise. Suki is
Wait, where's Suki?
yeah, Suki is currently indisposed, so we will be catching her up off camera. But for now, it is time to hunt. Now, but I think today we're doing one mission and the dickfish.
Wait, you mean Geraticus?
Yes, Giratotus.
Stupid fish of wet dirt.
You mean mud?
Buttfish.
I wish you luck.
You just have Jade slowly creep in his chair as he turns to you. It's just like, don't make me smack you.
So I only have two what can equal to the continue, the Kappa or the double one.
The Caprio, like, killing two monsters will take far longer than killing one, plus when you consider the two monsters both have sleep, the one monster's way better. Especially if we just want to...
Yeah, true.
Like, we just
It's
want
a
to
Kappa.
boost her. So I shall get Moneymaker, Defender, and this is Kappa, so I'm going to get Water Resistance.
Why? Are you afraid of water?
I don't like Water Blight. Like, it's about the same. Well, it's not as bad, but it's almost as annoying as Ice Blight.
Ice Blight only affects your bugs.
Doesn't it? Isn't it the same like World? Does it also like makes your stamina like suck?
No, just your bugs.
I was so used to the World situation. If that's the case, then yes, only fucking Water Blight that I hate.
Because you played World for 3 years, you played this game for less than a year.
I've been playing this game since it came out. Has it been out for only like a year?
Barely.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Well-
they announced Sunbreak before this game's been out for a year.
Actually, funnily enough, do you know what makes me laugh about that?
What?
Oh wait, one minute. Oh, just sit down. I just got this.
We're in the Kappa.
But no, it's like fun enough. I learned something that made me feel really dumb because William made a comment and I'm like, I finally came to the realization of how Wyverians, which were always called in Monster Hunter World, how that's actually just a play on words, being that we're researchers that are hunting dragons. So it's a fusion between wyverns and librarians. I didn't.
Hey, you're right!
Wait, did you not realize that too?
No, I thought it was just a species name.
No.
Really?
I'm glad I'm not alone then. I felt like such an idiot. I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't pick that up.
It was too obvious. Of course I didn't see it.
Well, you're not alone. I didn't pick it up too because I'm just like, he was saying something about librarians, and I was like thinking of Monster Hunter, and I'm like, wait, we're researchers that are hunting dragons, and I'm like, librarians. Oh my god, how did I not pick this up sooner? It's so fucking obvious. Like, I legitimately felt like a moron.
Well, welcome to the Moron Club.
Yay! Is there any special privileges?
You have to wear a hat.
A hat! Sign me up!
I got a bird that spits some real fire. Sorry, it spits some real fire.
Yeah. Got a hot shot.
Gonna take the monster world by storm.
Eminem's been real quiet since this bird came out. And stay down.
It's pretty fly for a white bird. I don't care if anyone thought that pun was bad. I'm gonna say that was gold.
Had it moment.
I ran out of stamina and I thought he was gonna do the whole grabbing attack, and I literally walked out of it.
Some humans could learn from you.
That's just how good you are. You can walk out of danger.
So on a side note, to actually have actual science.
Oh,
Science. It's Moto Kisa.
Okay.
Like, if it's not, like, I don't even know how, like, people are even confused by that, because there's nothing to confuse about. But then again, I'm talking to the guy that adds letters that don't need to exist, so you probably added, like, several letters to make it some type of gibberish name.
I thought
So
it was
it's
Moto
like
Soup
a-
or something.
So it's a frontier monster's name.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, to, like, give us some type of conversation to have while we're making this thing, I actually went to see Morbius today.
Morbius or Mobius?
Is that... How do you pronounce it? The
It's one of them. I know that.
the vampire movie that's recently out.
Oh yeah, that narrows it down. The vampire movie.
The comic book vampire movie that's at the fucking...
Morpheus? Yeah, I think it's Morpheus.
It's...
Draco, you know Blade is also a comic based off a comic book, right?
Okay, you deaf son of a bitch. I said at the cinemas, so probably get the wax out of your ears and listen.
Blade was
You
at
mean
cinemas
oil.
once.
It's not at the cinemas though.
Well, not now, but it was in the 90s.
But I said at the cinemas, which is current time, not fucking past time, you degenerate prick.
I exist at multiple points in time at the same time, Draco. All time is present time for me.
And yet you lag in every single one of them.
That's why I'm always late.
Fancy. But, and it's not more...
Anyway, the latest vampire movie based on a comic book vampire by Marvel.
Yeah, and it's not Morpheus because that is the... That's the black guy from Matrix. There's a B in
He
it.
should be a vampire.
I don't know if you could pull that off. He's an awesome guy, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if you could pull off like a vampire without like them accidentally making him look stupid. But yeah, I watched Morbius today, and it was interesting. I will say that my favorite character was the villain. Seeing the... What is it? He was the 11th Doctor, right?
Matt Smith?
Yeah,
Oh, that's right, he's in it.
the bow tie, yeah. He's the villain.
Yeah, it won't be the first time he's played, but he did play Skynet in Terminator Genesis.
Yeah, but he plays so, like, he goes for a bit, like, he and Morbius' character, they both have, like, eternal illness, which pretty much prevents them from, like, being able to walk and touch stuff and all that. They can still do everything else normal, which is, like, they're basically crippled, and that
Like
would be-
something that affects their bones or muscle or something.
Yeah, like, mainly in the legs, and, like, you have Morbius who goes into being Doctor and becomes famous. He's trying to find a cure for them both, whereas the other guy becomes rich. We don't really get to figure out how.
Black market dealings.
We don't know. We just know that he's technically done. Like, while he's possibly rich, we also know that like he's a lot more angry at the world than Morbius is. And but like funny enough, you have like him going full on like the moment he actually becomes one, he just like fully accepts it, happily goes around killing people, and that's where you get that famous line from the trailer where it's just like, we've lived with death looming over us all of our lives. Why not let them have that for a change? Like talking about the rest of the world. And like you have like his face is constantly shifting between the normal and vampire look, as he's just like You remember how you had the Tobey Maguire scene where he walks out of the store and does the emo dance? You have a scene like that for the Doctor, but it works. He is literally he's in his apartment, getting dressed, combing his hair, while dancing in front of a mirror because he's now ripped thanks to being part vampire. But like,
Oh yes, Draco, you should know all about that. Being vampire gives you abs.
Wait, you must have got the shit end of the stick on that one, Draco.
I'm going by a Helsing Ultimate logic. The body doesn't matter. Especially,
I apologize that may have been too far.
but no, it's like when it comes to Helsing Ultimate, not Helsing Ultimate, when it comes to Morbius, he's dancing to like facing the mirror, doing the whole like, you know how you have that creepy cringe pose that the guys do when they're dancing, where their upper half leans slightly back as their both hands are doing the come to me type gesture for the girl. He's doing that to himself in the mirror while dancing, while like checking himself out, and every now and then he'll constantly shift his face from the vampire to normal back again. Like, he is so much up his own arse and having the time of his life that you can't help but love it.
That is definitely an image in my mind, which I'm not sure I like that image.
Enjoyable.
Okay, that was ironic.
Who is third, fourth person? Who are you? Who is...
That is the person I tried to say. I tried to say a name, but I think I might have tried to add an S somewhere in there.
But what was really ironic
And a Y.
What was really ironic, his last attack hit me and started the animation where he was supposed to turn around, grab me, and like either devour me or throw me up in the air. But you caught him in a trap, so I had to start the animation, but then it immediately cut because you trapped him. So
Well, alright!
So thank you. You saved me from the pit. But no, like,
Yay.
if I can get a clip of it after the recordings, I will send you guys the clip because it is funny. He does such a great job. There's only, mind you, if I had to rate the movie, it's not as bad as what people say, but it's nowhere near a masterpiece. Unlike other movies which people have hated, which I've rated higher, this particular one I'd probably rate a 6, maybe a 7.
Which quest would you like?
It's got some things that I have like just annoyances with. They destroyed. They did the same thing with like JoJo's dubbing, where they destroyed the best joke of the movie. Because if you guys,
Sorry to interrupt you, I just noticing our invader.
yes,
His level is 129, and B, he's dressed up as this guy over here.
Just about done.
and he also has not changed his like character thingy. Kick. I'm sorry, did I do that?
No, that's fine.
But in the trailer, there was a joke that I actually kind of liked just because of how silly it was, where he's dealing with a money launderer and the guy's on his knees. Morbius is holding him by one of his hands. That, mind you, in the scene, it actually starts off cool. He's like one by one breaking every bone in the guy's hand, like just like while announcing which ones he's breaking. And I've heard of him say a name that I've never heard before. Like when he's calling them out, he says the last one he breaks before he stops is he calls it the Stinky Pinky.
Okay,
I've never heard people call it that before, and it sounded so fucking weird.
must be an American thing.
Yeah, but here's the thing though: when he's on, like when the guy's on his knees and he's broken a couple of his fingers in his couple of his bones in his hand, more like he's like, what? Who or what are you? It's just like you have Morbius turn around and he's like, he makes his voice go deep with it. And he's like, I am Venom, and he does like the whole raw type thing, like slightly making his vampire face show and then go back to normal. However, in the trailer, he then immediately followed it up where it's just like, nah, just kidding, and taps him on the shoulder. It's like, I'm Michael Morgan, here, I'm Dr. Michael Morgan, here to help. Like, he plays on the fact that he's a doctor and he like just has a joke with it. Yet, in the movie, they cut that half of the joke out, so you just have him saying, I am Venom. A long cut, like about a minute or two pause when like they don't really say anything before he lets the guy go, and the guy runs out. He's like 6 to 8 weeks, like talking about how it takes their hand to heal, and I'm like, you just made it awkward. You took the funny part of that of the joke and you just made it awkward as shit.
Yeah, yes, but if you get the DVD, you ought to get that scene in the deleted scenes.
Yeah, maybe. The other thing I don't like is God, I'm gonna butcher his name. I think it's like Tyler Reese or something like that. He's one of the guys that's predominant in most of the Fast and Furious films. I know that does not narrow it down. God. Pretty much, I'll show you guys an image of him after the episode, so that way you get to see it. It's like see his face, but he was the detective in the movie, and he is a high costing actor. He is someone that you don't waste money on, right? His only roles in the movie, literally, is there's a scene where, like, there's 2 scenes where he integrates someone. There's one scene where he gets the crap beat out of him by Morpheus. And every other scene is literally him just explaining a bit of, like, exposition before going on to the actual story. He is so fucking wasted in the movie. I'm like, you have a pretty good actor. Literally you don't want to waste, and you did nothing with him.
You're just there to get people to sit in the seats.
Oh, people... Trust me, if you wanted people to be sitting in seats, he's overshadowed by the Doctor. The 11th and 10th Doctor were the fan favourites, and even I will agree, because they are my 2 favourites.
Every time you say 11th, 10th Doctor, all I think is Doctor Who.
He is!
Yes, that's who we're talking about! That's who we're talking about, Will.
Matt Smith played the 11th Doctor.
Yeah.
Bow tie. Feathers are cool. Knee, damn it, knee!
Like, that's who we're talking...
Say it was gonna trigger Jade that I rarely know Doctor Who.
That's okay. No, it's not for everyone.
Yeah, but...
No, literally, the only Doctor I don't know the thing. The only Doctor I know is because of my grandmother. Is the one with the scarf, with the Chad scarf. That is
Tom Baker, and he's one of the more iconic Doctors.
Yeah, that's the only Doctor I know, and the old Doctor with the white hair. I can't remember that one.
Yeah,
I remember them because they were in one episode where my pop literally yelled, "Screw you, you piece of shit!" I don't know. He said some automaton or some shit.
Unfortunately, it doesn't quite narrow it down as
I know, there's like silver. I think that's the mask he had on Supernova. I think it was those people. That asshole.
Oh, you're talking about the
Those
cyber
people.
ones?
Yeah, those things.
They're not really automatons, but alright.
Well, automatons is a very old term for robot.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, okay, so yeah, that's good, I guess.
Also, I brought a bear to fight a fish. Yeah, screw this fish.
Salmon? Because if it's salmon, we're in the good. If it's not salmon, might be 50-50.
What about salmon? It's a buttfish.
Yeah, I don't think it's in this bear's diet. It likes honey.
Apparently, it's too much fish.
But yeah, no. What are we talking about before we go distracted again? Oh, the Doctor.
Yeah,
the 10th and the 11th Doctor are 2 of the most fan favorite ones because of not only their personalities, but there was something both iconic and charismatic about each of them. The 10th was an absolute smart ass, and I loved it so fucking much.
Yeah, David Tennant was a good Doctor.
Yeah, and then the 11th one, he kind of followed it up really well. He had the same smart aleck charm of the 10th, but he carried it over with his own kind of like... Oh, how do you explain it?
Pizzazz?
Yeah, I guess you could say possessive, like his own style, because like for the 11th, because like he had that British flair to him. He kind of made the character his own while still having a lot of good traits from the previous one. To be fair, I've watched more of the 10th than I have the 11th, and they're the only two Doctors I've properly watched. But my god, I love them so much. And the 11th Doctor guy, what's his name, sorry?
That's Smith.
Yeah, he does so well as the villain. Like, it's like he's got the smart, it's kind of like a fusion between the villain role that he's pretty used to playing, mixed in with the smart aleck that he had when he was the Doctor. And it works so well. Like, even when he's tormenting Michael Morbius, because most of the film, he's kicking the shit out of him. And I know, funnily enough, I know what a lot of people are going to complain about with that type of dynamic, but I can actually have an excuse for it straight off the bat, because in the beginning, they talk about how one of the things Morbius did was he created apparently artificial blood, which, like, as it sounds, you could substitute for normal blood, and you can use it to, in any of those situations to help people. But because, like, after he found out exactly what the fuck was happening to him and tried to control it, he was trying to use only drinking that type of blood, so he put off drinking all blood for the longest time. Whereas the guy that was playing pretty much evil guy for the movie, after he used the serum to turn himself into the same thing Morbius is, he was drinking blood straight off the bat, so him getting used to his powers a lot faster made sense because he took to blood basically straight away. He didn't try to, like, prevent himself from drinking blood. Because it's like with vampires, like, you could feed them as much blood as you want, but they're only going to be half as strong. Like, they make that comment in Helsing Ultimate, where she drinks this, like, artificial blood that they have, and Alucard even mentions the fact of, like, she won't be strong until she actually properly feeds. Which, of course, when she does feed, like, 7 episodes in, then she's like, oh, now I'm just going to be overpowered as fuck. Just like my master. But, there's quite a few things here and there I can pick apart, I guess, but also there is a lot of good scenes. I will say that the movie is actually not as bad as what people kept bitching about it.
William's going for a ride.
I have my sword in its head.
Good. Good.
Has anyone done the fish?
Yeah, I already did.
Excuse me, second hammer using person, what are you doing here?
Oh, shit. Do you want me to kick him, or do you want me to keep him?
I don't know, I'm not used to
They're using her Zhang hammer.
I repeat the question because it's usually a jury vote when you're in a quest. So, jury?
What'd William say? I didn't hear.
He just said that she was using her Zhang hammer.
Yeah, probably kick her.
Ow, I just got hip checked.
Okay, Strategist, you can't do that. That's Plesios' thing. You can't even do it right.
Whoa, he's practicing.
I know.
You have to do it without hitting the hunter. You have to hit check from half of the zone away.
I know there's like no Western myth that fits Plesios, but I really want Plesios in Sunbreak. Only because I want the Nightmare in, like, today's quality.
No, it's not Nightmare, it's infamous for its hit check.
I feel like they put like a beam connected to that hip check.
Why? This
Why don't you
is
be
not-
more an asshole?
This is not fucking Frontier. You don't add random bullshit for the sake of random bullshit.
Oh
Because it's Frontier.
That's what they do. Which, speaking of which, this fish is based off of the only Frontier monster made into the main series.
Yep.
And that's Levisioth.
Yep.
Which is one of the reasons why I do not like this fish.
Yeah,
Would you like me to go through with it?
no. We gotta go Elysios, but we got this thing instead.
well, we should
Well-
actually should have got Agnactor, but yeah.
Well, no, not just that. It's that this is a variant from the lava fish.
Yeah, this isn't the original. Like the two monsters that were chosen to be one of like the monsters to be added from Frontier to main game for World was between this and a bird called Hypnocratus. They chose the lava fish, and after making that, they're just like, oh, it's just pretty late game for a kind of new monster. We should, or for a Frontier monster, we should like make something that's like an introductory thing, and that's why World is when this thing was created as a kind of like lower ranked version of the lava fish.
Yes, which I might want to point out. This is a variant from the lava fish. This is a wet dirt fish.
Yep.
It is bland. It is boring. What it is based off of is interesting. A fish covered in molten rock.
Yeah, it's interesting, even though it stole all of its movesets and everything from a previous monster that everyone wants.
And even furthermore to go what you're saying that if we didn't get Levisioth and got almost anything else from Frontier, this monster right here wouldn't even exist.
Yep. And to be fair, I would be happy with that. I don't, like, I really don't care for Dratus. Even his appearance itself is, to me, lazy. Like, he's literally just fish with legs. Like, at least with Plesioth, yeah, he's a fish with legs, but for one, he had fucking ridiculously sized legs. And two, they made him go above and beyond with how fishy he looked. Like,
And don't forget the infamous hitbox.
yeah, it's like, this guy literally, he doesn't look...
Yeah, see, that's another thing about Plesioth. He has character. He might be annoying with the hitbox, but at least that's something. This has nothing, it just has wet dirt. And I reckon that if you were to clean and cook it, it still tastes like wet dirt. I reckon its bones taste like wet dirt. I reckon if you could taste its soul would taste like wet dirt.
That thing's just pretty much a mountain of wet dirt. Sure.
It's a wet dirt in the shape of a fish.
I love how
Pretty much.
I also love the fact that you're going through this spiel, but at the same time you're deliberately avoiding saying mud because of the, like, you're afraid that at any point the mic's gonna translate it to butt. So it's like you're going through this spiel just constantly saying wet dirt just so you don't accidentally have the game or the mic transferring what you're saying.
Yes, welcome to my world. I am fighting monsters of wet dirt and I can't say the proper word because it comes out incorrect.
Thanks.
Say it.
Thanks to Discord
No!
Online.
It might be fixed.
No!
It might be.
Fine
actually.
then. Fine then. Mudfish.
Yeah, I heard mud.
Ah,
What?
mud.
Yeah, I heard.
How? Why?
Like that time I heard mud.
Maybe it was
Oh.
just world.
That doesn't even make sense!
Yeah, because it was Discord that was kind of like making it sound like butt, especially because we have the recorded proof that for some reason it sounded like he was saying butt when he was clearly saying mud. But we don't know how that worked.
Also, to go back onto why I don't like this monster, to just one more thing. Its name.
Do you actually
I look at it and see alphabet soup. I didn't know how to pronounce it until I hear other people saying it.
Yeah, Duratodus or Durototus, I've heard two people say.
Like, every other monster in Monster Hunter World had a name that was somewhat reasonable. But not this guy. Even the
thing
thing
has a
that
Y
this
in
is
its
variant
name.
of was straightforward. Sorry, why am I interrupt you?
No, I said this thing has a Y in its name. So it naturally fucks me up trying to say its name.
Why?
I don't know. There's a Y name, I always say something extra around the Y.
Why the letter I find interesting is that it doesn't like being itself. It likes being every other letter, particularly vowels. Fish. Why did the fish bite back?
We just attacked a big fish with little fishies.
Damn right I did.
I need to sharpen my weapon. I'm in the red, and this thing can go up to blue.
I need to sharpen.
We're going up here.
Well, mine goes up to green.
That is mine. Like, the blue is fine, but when you have plus 40 affinity,
Screw you, fish!
like the plus 40 affinity is just like, fuck you, blue. I'm good with a good chunk of green and so much infinity damage.
Yes, because you have the best weapon class in the game. The Nagakuga weapons.
That's going to be a pain in the ass to upgrade when I get the ability to fight Nagakuga again.
Yes, because you need to get its Mandula Oblongata to upgrade it.
The best thing is every time I
Gooba what a fucker?
It's brain, William! It's brain! He needs his
Oh, why
brain!
don't you say it's fucking brain?
it's Medulla.
Because that's its name!
Medulla
It's Medulla, which is short for Medulla Oblongata.
A gooba, a gooba of a love. What the f?
It's
Medulla.
part Latin, so
I
I
am
don't blame
English here. English is not my forte.
Again, it's Latin and it's Medulla Oblongata.
Oh god, it's Latin as fuck. I'm dead with that language. It just fucks me up too bad.
No, it's
you.
dead.
Yes, it is a dead language, William. Well done. Clap, clap.
No, we're not fighting Clap Clap, we're fighting Fish. Clap Clap wasn't introduced yet, remember?
Yeah, we
No,
want
clap,
clap
clap
clap.
was being sarcastic because I can't clap my hands with a wholly controlled environment.
You can clap the controller. Oh shit, I'm on the fish.
Congratulations.
Shit, I'm on the fish.
Well, I was stabbing it, I looked away, next thing you know, I'm on the fish, I'm like, oh, hi.
Well, how's it feel on the fish?
Dirty.
Well, yes, it's wet dirt in the shape of a fish. Of course it's dirty.
Well, you asked how it felt. Ask a stupid question, get a stupid answer. That's on you. But, ironically enough, you know what the funny thing is? Going back to the Medulla Oblongata.
Yeah, weird worded thing, yeah.
Every time I hear that, I don't know your guys' memory because of how fucking long it's probably been since you guys seen a film. It just reminds me of, Waterboy.
I have not seen that film.
Waterboy is a really old Adam Sandler film, but why it picks up is because when he is like he's on the team and everything, and he has to go to he goes to the same college or whatever that everyone else is going to. He's in it's like biology or something, and the teacher looks literally like Colonel Sanders. He literally you could see him turning around and saying like Kentucky Fried Chicken. Like he has the white beard and everything. But they're talking about like alligators or something, and it's just like every time like Alexander's character talk, like every time they ask a question, he gives his half-assed homeschooled answer. It's just like that just makes him sound like an idiot. But like you go on to the fact it's like they were talking about the Medulla Oblongata, which is what channels.
Someone has a trap, I got bombs.
I think it was challenge.
What I'm catching is this fish. Killing it.
I think it
Oh,
channels.
okay.
I think
Just screw this fish.
yes, fuck the fish. Okay, it channels anger, jealousy,
hop
and
down.
aggression, or something like that. Like as they were talking about it, but for most of the class, you had literally the professor making fun of Adam Sandler's character, and he wasn't hitting it too well. And teacher did the one mistake. It turned around. It's like talk about his mom, about his medulla oblongata. I forget exactly what the teacher said. And mind you, do you at least know the premise of Waterboy, Gabe?
I don't know something about football, and Adam Sandler's character is the one who brings them their water.
Yeah, well, but pretty much it's similar to that, except for the fact when he has this whole thing where he focuses like on his anger, and when he pinpoints someone, he could full on lay someone out with a full on like gridiron tackle. And most of the time it usually leaves people dazed because of how hard he hits them. So you have this whole movie, it's just like anytime if someone angers him, he usually tackles them and knocks them the fuck out. Like the first time you experience that, you have this guy on the field who's mocking him for being a water boy, and all of the anger he's had built up finally lets go as he's like, you just hear him screaming like a crazy person as he charges up the guy and just lays the quarterback out flat. And that's when he gets hired as being like part of the football team. And it for the teacher part, after teacher, I think like it's also his mother or something. You just like have him stop, turn around, looking like angry at the teacher, and next thing you know, you hear that lunatic scream he does before he lays the teacher out with her gridiron tackle. And it's like, they even play on that joke later when there's a frat party, where it's like the teacher walks in with a drink and he's like, he walks downstairs looking all happy, but then he sees Adam Sandler's character. Mind you, he's got a black eye and a neck brace, and he just like shits himself when he sees Adam Sandler's character. He's just like, oh teacher, how you doing? She's like, I'm doing very well. I was like, and may God bless your mother. And it's like he just runs away.
I got a little thing from a lovely Miss Suki. Check messages. Draco.
What do you mean check messages? I haven't got no new message from him.
Well, you did, but William did.
I just got sent that thing.
That thing doesn't bloody help.
That message, like, tell you to go check message. That's all I got.
I already know like why she can't join. I read that message already. So it's like I did explain that she was indisposed. Like I kind of said that I already knew why she wasn't here.
Did this fish fucking die?
Well, first we have to remove all the dirt, and then we eventually find the one part that's alive, and then we kill that.
Oh shit. I hope we got soon.
Pardon?
Oh. I might have to like put my controller down for a sec. I realized I've been making a slight mistake.
Well,
I'm gonna just go to the next area so that way I can keep like cameraman type of thing. So I'm gonna like hang off to the background because
your control's about to die, isn't it?
no, my laptop is. I haven't.
Oh, no.
I forgot to keep it plugged in.
Oh shit!
Quickly, send positive energy to it.
Alright, I'm just gonna quickly do that. You like, I'll probably get.
I'll do it, William. Bye.
Just wait. Just wait.
Oh. Oh yes, this would be good. You still seeing this, Draco? Still got this?
I believe
I'll tell you that
yes.
silence is a yes.
Bash, it's Fishy Skullin. Murder it.
Die!
I bring in the. We look like we got sponge boys.
Grab her
We got
and
spongy
smack the fish with
bubbles.
them. And it's
It's
dead!
dead.
Hey! I just.
What
Basically,
the hell is
Claire.
Alex?
This to good use.
That is not Melvin. Who the hell are you?
Well, yes, it's not Melvin, it's Alex. Don't you know the difference? My god, man, you've been recording with him for many years, and you don't know the difference between a random Alex and Melvin? My god!
I ripped out its mouth. I got a fang, and I think I ripped out whatever's not dirt because I got a soul.
Wait, does it taste like dirt?
I don't know. I'm not gonna taste it.
Why do I just like imagine when Jade said that, I don't know why, but I had the image of him just staring at you, waiting for you to lick it. Like
I'm gonna put it in the jar and have a jar of dirt.
like your whole
Give me a jar.
You're
A
holding,
jar of soul dirt.
you're holding the soul item in your hand, and Jade's just staying there waiting for you to lick it.
Like it. Knowing me and my dumbass, I would probably lick it. Knowing me, I'm going. My back of my head, like, don't lick it. Don't lick it. My other side, lick it. Lick it.
Does this not?
It might give you power.
Does the dirt berries taste like dirt berries?
Can I tell something that just made me really angry?
What?
The items it gave me a wyvern gem.
Oh, so you got the soul too?
Because that's a difficult item to get. That's actually useful for many, many things, unlike the beast gem. And I'm annoyed that my first one I got was from Geradatus.
It will always be special then.
Ah!
Fish just keeps on giving.
Oh,
Until next time.
You shit and nightmares. Oh god, I talked to him, I got so many missions. God damn it, wannabe ninja.
What do you mean you got so many missions?
Like, so, you go talk to the guy over there, you get so many missions off him.
Yo, Ace! What up, dude?
Boy, Suki can't kill you this time.
Oh yeah, this is the one for all of the weapon classes. I'm just like eventually gonna do the when I don't know if I get it yet, but I'm gonna be doing the one that is for the dual blades. I don't think I get
Which
that
level
one.
5's the way I'm not touching?
Like, I don't think you get the dual blade ones until later. And again, well, I think like if I remember correctly, yeah, like everything here is pretty much free reign. Yeah.
No, we have never versed the... Oh wait, no, we versed that one. Oh no, have we versed the, Rock Boy?
Basarius, yes.
No, the Bazaar.
Essentially, what I think is that it's not just sort of world, it's that we haven't... I think it'd be fair before, like, something like a... Thunderdog. What's it? Thunderwolf.
Later then.
Is it Naga?
Yeah. At some point.
Yeah. So that will be for next episode because we are on 42 minutes now. Alright, so for now, my friends, hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit the bell notification icon down below to be notified. The fuck are you doing?
I have to be energetic. Suki's not here to run around.
Alright, Skimpy.
Actually, yeah. I forgot to sort of ask Willie about...
What?
I see you've changed your armor a bit.
Yes,
A little bit.
yes, you're very skimpy. Like,
And it's green.
oh, but he's always green. He's a leprechaun. He's an Irish Goku.
Oh.
An Irish Goku.
Where did Goku come from?
Because of how dense Goku is a lot of times and how a lot of times he can be really, really dense.
I can be dense.
But does that mean that he can go even further beyond?
Yes.
Can he go Super Saiyan 3?
He can go super dense 3.
Yeah. I've been to super dense a couple of times.
And there's been times where he's pretty much pulled a U sometimes where he'll say something without realizing how bad it could be taken. So, yeah, it's always fun. But for now, my friends, hope you guys have enjoyed the video so far. Leave a... Wait, there. I don't know why, but my outro out of nowhere just like left my brain for a moment, and I short-circuited. I was like,
Jade,
That's all, folks.
banana.
keep your errors thing away from the egg outros.
The egg? Egg.
Egg?
Egg. Fucking now we're doing that character from Slime Anime. What the fuck?
Just to give the viewers at home a bit of context, you know the three dwarfs from that time?
That time I got reincarnated as a slime. There's a brother called Mirrored who doesn't speak at all, but they
Yeah, there's those three dwarfs. There's two that talk, one that doesn't talk, and his
Yeah,
head's
Mirrored.
slightly shaped like an egg. And every
Yeah.
time he...
every time Mirrored remotely makes a noise because he doesn't speak. Jade going to the habit where he's just like, egg.
The
It's not
thing of
just
Roger
like-
is going, yes.
It's not just saying egg. I also give it like different personality, like egg or egg or.
Yeah, he adds to it. It's like, it's so sad. That's all I can see now.
Congratulations.
Anyway, hit the bell notification icon down below to be notified by any of our shenanigans I post every weekend. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, check our videos, and we shall see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.
And goodbye.